But now at last our new king is coming, Queen of Thebes, Minucius' son. In this auspicious dawn of reign, what are the new complexities this shifting fate has woven for him? What is the council? Why has he summoned the old men to hear him?
Gentlemen, I have the honor to inform you that our ship of states, which recent storms have threatened to destroy, has come safely to harbor at last, guided by the merciful wisdom of heaven. I have summoned you here this morning because I know that I can depend upon you. Your devotion to King Laius was absolute. You never hesitated in your duty to our late ruler, Oedipus. And when Oedipus died, your loyalty was transferred to his children. Unfortunately, as you know, his two sons, the Princess Antigone and Polynices, have killed each other in battle, and I, as the next in blood, have succeeded to the full power of the throne. I am aware, of course, that no ruler can expect complete loyalty from his subjects until he has been tested in office. Nevertheless, I say that you, at the very outset, that I have nothing but contempt for what kind of governor who is afraid, for whatever reason, to follow the course that he knows is best for the state. And as for the man who sets private friendship above the welfare, I have no use for him either. I call God to witness that if I saw my country headed for ruin, I should not be afraid to speak out plainly. And I need hardly to remind you that I would never have any dealings with an enemy of the people. No one values friendship more highly than I, but we must remember that friends made at the risk of wrecking our ship are not real friends at all. These are my principles, at any rate, and that is why I have made the following decisions concerning the son of Oedipus, Antigone, who died as a man, should die fighting for his country, is to be buried with full military honors, with all the ceremony that is usual when the greatest heroes die. But his brother, Polynices, who broke his exile to come back with fire and sword against a native city in shrines of his father's gods, whose one idea was to spill the blood of his blood and sell his own people into slavery. Polynices, I say, is to have no burial, for no man is to touch him or say the least prayer for him. He shall lie on the plain, unburied, and the birds and the scavenging dogs can do with him whatever they like. This is my command. You can see the wisdom behind it. As long as I am king, no traitor is going to be honored with a loyal man. But whoever shows by word and deed that he is on the side of the state, he shall have my respect while he was living and my reverence when he is dead.
If that is your will, Creon, son of Minucius, you have the right to enforce it. We are yours.
That is my will. Take care that you do your part.
We are old men. Let the younger ones carry it out.
I do not mean that. The sentries have been appointed.
Then what is it that you would have us do?
You will give no support to whoever breaks this law.
Only a crazy man is in love with death.
And death it is, yet money talks, and the wisest have sometimes been known to count a few coins too many.
I'll not say that I'm out of breath from running, King, because every time I stop to think about what I have to tell you, I felt like going back. And all the time a voice kept saying, "You fool, don't you know you're walking straight into trouble?" And then another voice, "Yes, but if you let somebody else get the news to Creon first, it will be even worse than that for you." But good sense won out, at least I hope it was good sense. And here I am with a story that makes no sense at all. But I'll tell you it anyhow, because as they say, what's going to happen is going to happen, and...
Come to the point. What have you to say?
I did not do it. I did not see who did it. You must not punish me for what someone else has done.
A comprehensive defense. More effective, perhaps, if I knew its purpose. Come, what is it?
A dreadful thing. I don't know how to put it.
Out with it!
Well then, the dead man, Polynices. Out there, someone, new dust on the slimy flesh. Someone has given it burial that way. And
the man who dared do this.
I swear, I do not know. You must believe me. Listen, the ground was dry, not a sign of digging, no. Not a wheel track in the dust, no trace of anyone. It was when they relieved us this morning, and one of them, the corporal, pointed to it. There it was, the strangest. Look. the body just mounded over with light dust, you see? Not buried, really, but as if they covered it just enough for the ghost piece, and no sign of dogs or any wild animal that had been there. And then what a scene there was. Every man of us accusing the other. We all proved the other man did it. We all had proof that we could not have done it. We were ready to take hot iron in our hands, walk through fire, swear by all gods. It was not I. I do not know who it was, but it was not I. Arr! And then, when this came to nothing, someone said, a thing that silenced us and made us stare down at the ground. You had to be told the news, and one of us had to do it. We threw the dice, and the bad luck fell to me, so here I am, no happier to be here than you have me. Nobody likes the man who brings bad news.
I have been wondering, King, can it be the gods have done this?
Stop! Must you daughter and Rex go out of your heads entirely? The gods intolerable. The gods favor this corpse? Why? How had he served them? Tried to loot their temples, burn their images? Yes, and the whole state, and his laws with it. Is it your senile opinion that the gods love to honor bad men? A pious thought. No, from the very beginning, there have been those who have whispered together, stiff-necked anarchists, putting their heads together, scheming against me in alleys. These are the men, and they have bribed my own guards to do this thing. Money. There's nothing in the world so demoralizing as money. Down go your cities, homes gone, men gone, honest hearts corrupted. Crookedness of all kinds, and all for money. But you, I swear by God and by the throne of God, the man who has done this thing shall pay for it. Find that man, bring him here to me, or your death will be the least of your problems. I'll string you up alive, and there will be certain ways to make you discover your employer before you die. In the process, we teach you a lesson and seem to have missed. The dearest profit is sometimes all too dear. That depends on the source. Do you understand me? A fortune won is often misfortune.
King, may I speak?
Your very voice distresses me.
Are you sure that is my voice and not your conscience?
By God, he wants to analyze me now.
It is not what I say, but what has been done that hurts you.
You talk too much.
Maybe, but I've done nothing.
Sold your soul for some silver? That's all you've done.
How dreadful it is when the right judge judges wrong.
Your figures of speech may entertain me now, but unless you bring me the man, you will get little profit from them in the end.
Bring me the man. I'd like nothing better than bringing him the man. But bring him or not, you have seen the last of me here. At any rate, I am safe.